Hey, this is John Carlos, and from Series 3 of NECA's Aliens figures, I'm here with a look at the Bishop action figure. So Bishop's a relatively simple figure as far as like his outfit and everything goes, but NECA did a really great job sculpting this outfit. Take a closer look at it and you can see just the work that went in to sculpting just all the wrinkles in his little jumpsuit. Like all the little fabric-y folds and wrinkles look really, really good. Also, even though it's a dark blue, you can tell they kind of used like a little bit of a wash over it. And that kind of dark wash really does highlight the darker blue. Also, all the little stitch lines that go across the pattern work is really, really good work. Like, I can rave about the wrinkles all I want, but I think these little tiny kind of dotted stitch lines are what really sells the figure for me as far as the pockets and the way the fabric bunches in the back around this belt, which is a sculpted belt but looks really, really good. Aside from the dark blue, I like that they've got the little light blue cuff rolled up. And if I can go, I don't know how close I can get to that. The little Sulaco patch looks really good. That's really great, tiny, tiny, tiny little paint, but it looks great. His shoes look good too, and I like that they're kind of dirtied up. Good sculpt, good paint on the shoes. He's got pretty solid articulation as far as like the ball jointed foot goes. The single knee joint with a swivel behind it. I dig the swivel. It's got the ball hinged hips. There is a cut in the torso, but since it's a solid piece, you can't really get much of a turn out of it. But it is underneath there. You've got the ball hinged shoulder. You've got the ball hinged elbow and the swiveling wrist. One problem I have though with this figure that I wish I'd noticed before I bought it was that the right shoulder socket is sticking out further than it should. You can see here how this one's like kind of the topper rounded ball part is sticking out, and you can really kind of see in there that the plug doesn't go all the way into the hole. I don't think I can show you guys in this kind of lighting, but problem is I can't get it to go in any further. Like, I can see the problem, but I don't know if there's something obstructing it in there, but I can't force the arm in to go further, but it should pop in further, so that's a bit of a bummer for me. Moving on from my personal bummer though, the actual head sculpt on this is great. Like, I think they did a great job sculpting the likeness of Lance Henriksen. As far as like his actual like cheekbones, his mouth lines, his nose, his eyes, his hairline. This is a really, really great job. Be on the lookout for, bad paint jobs where you're out there, because sometimes the paint job can kind of ruin this great sculpt. I saw some in stores where maybe his eyeballs looked a little buggy, or the brown paint on the sides of his head weren't fully painted and made it kind of a fleshy, weird hair thing. But if you can find a good one, man, the actual sculpt of his head looks really, really good. I'm really happy the way this turned out as far as the likeness goes. Now, he comes with a few accessories. He comes with his little flashlight thingy. And I do like that inside the little clear section they do have like the blue and white kind of painted area for the bulb. And this little strap does have a nice little fabric-y kind of material to it. Not material, but it has like a feel to it, like it's soft and bendy. And that flashlight fits easily into his hand like so. Now that hand can also pop off because he's got this alternative hand for gripping the knife. So hopefully this isn't too tight, because sometimes NECA joints can be a little tight. Well, I'll come back to that in a moment. Here's the knife. It's tiny, but it looks good. And it's got, a decent little kind of silvery paint to it. Sure enough, that right hand did take a little while to put on. It's really tight, at least mine was, so if you got this, be sure to exercise some patience and don't be too forceful putting it on the wrist peg, because it's a little tiny wrist peg. This figure turned out great. I'm a massive Aliens fan, and I think Lance Henriksen is an awesome actor in general, so I'm really happy they made this Bishop figure. I don't really have much more to say about this. It looks really good, it's a good sculpt, it's simple, but it's, worth your money, I think, if you're a fan. Thanks for watching.